Hey girls, y'all, we're getting ready to go drop off a wig for my pretty bombshell. Y'all, the bombshells are so pretty. Oh my god. Oh girl, y'all, these girls are gorgeous. Oh, what did I do to deserve all of these beautiful women, girl? But anyway, oh, y'all already know. But anyway, y'all, so I just got off the phone with my best friend, and she gonna tell me talking about you was talking about in my last vlog how much I've been smiling. I'm like, yes, cause I'm happy. She's telling me, girl, you smiled the whole vlog. I say, baby, me and my new tooth is about to bring the city out. You hear me? So yes, I'm smiling. Shoot, I'm in a good headspace. And then also, guys, like it's just something about making something happen for yourself so fast. Like that Cancun trip, everything happened just kind of on a whim. But it's like, to me, the superpower of a woman. You know what I'm saying? We know how to make things happen. We know how to, like, with God and just being a woman, it's like we know how to make a way out of no way. And so I feel relentless. I feel powerful, and I feel like there is no obstacle other than this gate about to hit my car that I cannot overcome. Hold on, let me concentrate. They should have, anyway. So yeah, I feel very powerful. And I know that I had gotten some comments like, oh, someone was like, oh, this is ridiculous. They were saying like me being upset for the fact that I had to leave America and go to another country to get my tooth done, and me being upset was ridiculous. And the comment was like, I'm not discounting your feelings, but at least you had the money. And I never wanted to be like, I took it for granted. I didn't, I was grateful I said that throughout the series, but I do have the right to be upset about having to leave the country to have medical attention, proper, great medical attention, and that I'm grateful. I'm thankful. I thank God every day that He made a way for me to be able to go. But I've also noticed a difference in my attitude, and it's just like, I feel like nothing can stop me.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
If I have been smiling a lot more, yes, I have. I'm happy. I've gained a whole new perspective on things. He was teasing me about that. And I also told her, I was like, listen, if GPT is constantly reminding you that you don't have a tooth, and then it finally stopped, you're gonna be happy too. Because y'all, be careful what y'all tell chat. Because when I lost my tooth or whatever, I was sad, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like on there, you can have a real conversation with this thing and it'll be talking back to you. But the problem is, after you confide in this AI system that operates like a human, it won't mind reminding you that you didn't have a tooth. I had an opportunity, but this opportunity was going to take me away from YouTube, but I wanted this opportunity. But anyway, so I went on there to kind of see how chat felt about it. Like, what should I do? Like, it was a really big deal. And girl, it gave me the advice or whatever, but more importantly, it kept reminding me like that I didn't have a tooth. And I'm not gonna lie, girl, one day I went on there and I was asking for advice on like how to do a thumbnail, and then the chat was like, basically telling me to pose in a way and use certain angles and lighting, and then it was like, remember, your tooth is missing, so don't forget. Girl, y'all, I cried so bad. Baby, when I tell you I was down to the bed, I cried myself to sleep that night. And I just got tired. So just be careful of what you put in there, because it will remind you. So yes, I'm happy. Yes, I'm smiling, because, things are going well for the kid. I sold a wig. It's always a good day when the kid can sell a wig, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, girls, let's go run in here and drop our wig off to our pretty bombshell. I'll give you guys a call back when I get in the car.
I see the moon, I see the moon, I see the moon. Oh, when you're looking at the sun, you're not a fool.
All right, girls, we got that done. And now I am so hungry. All I've been wanting to do lately is eat. Sometimes I just be wanting to have a friend that's gonna just be fat with me and eat like fatty food and, you know, eat snacks and stuff with me. Y'all, my best friend, she's from New York, and I don't know who needs to hear this, but girl, don't ever think you gonna do like some Texas stuff with girls from New York. First of all, girls from New York do not like to eat. And not the big purple kidnap band trying to hit me, girl. But anyway, y'all, the girls from New York, the East Coast, don't think y'all finna go do some fat stuff with them, because they not with the shenanigans, you know what I'm saying? So I asked her, was her and her family gonna go get some snacks? I'm embarrassed. I shouldn't even say this, but I'm gonna say it because it's funny. Y'all, so it's about to be really bad outside. So I asked her, like, were they gonna go to the store and get some snacks and stuff, you know, for the bad weather? She was like, they don't do stuff like that. Maybe that's just a Southern thing or a Texas thing. Y'all, let me know in the comment section, do you girls, the girls who don't live in Texas, but you live in the South, do y'all go to the grocery store and get snacks and stuff because of the weather is gonna be bad? She said that they not gonna go get nothing, and I was like, I'm finna just go because this light making me mad. So anyway, I asked her, I was like, well, are y'all gonna go get some snacks for the election? And she was like, no. She's talking about they don't just sit around and eat snacks for the election. And I'm like, why not? You know what I'm saying? And so anyway, like, I just be wanting her to like eat like fattening snacks and stuff with me, but she does not do that, you know. She don't indulge in, like, my best friend, like, y'all, she be having so much snacks at her house, cookies and just every snack you can think of. But y'all, when I grew up, we didn't have snacks and stuff in our house, and if my mom did buy snacks, it would literally last that day. We would eat everything up and it would be gone. And so my mama stopped buying snacks. Who is this? Girl, if these election people call me one more time, girl, y'all, Betty Fitzgerald then called me 11 times telling me to go vote. Betty, I didn't already voted. Ma'am, please stop calling me from the double A NCP. This is Betty Fitzgerald from the double A NCP. I'm like, Betty, don't call me no more. Still to this day, having snacks and little stuff in my house is like a big deal, even though I don't eat it all. I can't really eat all of that stuff, but I don't really keep that kind of stuff in my house. But if I did, it would last, only because my body does not allow me to overconsume. So yeah, girl, but I just lately, these last few days, it just feels like, I think since I'm not as stressed as I was, I've just been in such a good mood, and I've been feeling so relaxed, and I just been wanting to eat, and, you know, just eat like so many. Oh girl, what is going on? They acting crazy. So guys, today is the day that we learned the fate of our country. The election results were in. Yesterday I just wanted it to be quiet and you know, just wait for everything to come in, but I actually ended up falling asleep. Yesterday was such a weird day in terms of just the weather. It just felt, I don't know, it just felt weird or whatever. So anyway, waking up to the news, you know, I will be very honest and say that I was very disappointed but I just had to realize that, you know, we are relentless. This is not the first time we've been disappointed in decisions that were made, and you know, it's not going to be the last time. But I'm going to be honest, I really feel like there was a lot of conversation being had, but people, they were saying one thing and they were doing another, and I'll leave it at that. But you know, we just have to keep moving forward. Despite the fact that I'm disappointed, I can get through that. But for me, it's the immediate changes that I see in people, the immediate attitude and the immediate thing of like, oh, I can do whatever I want to you now because of, you know, this new person being not even a new person, this person being re-elected. So it's just sad. But I really had a lot of time to think about it, and I'll just say this and I'll just leave it alone. I think, you know, if a convicted felon can be re-elected, I do think that when people go to fill out applications, maybe you shouldn't have to put if you were ever convicted. You know, maybe it would be, a lot of people would get a fresh start if they were to maybe take that option off, unless it was just a completely heinous crime. What I will say is this: right now, if you are, you know, in the childbearing ages, and I'm just gonna say, be careful if you decide to have a kid, just be careful. Right now, you know, once, I would say January 2025, you know, I don't know what's going to happen with healthcare. Unfortunately, we may not have autonomy over our bodies or whatever. So I would just say, be careful. I'm not telling you to lock your legs. I'm trying not to get too much into what you choose to do with your body. All I can say is just be careful. Right now, I'll say, my recommendation, if I was, you know, still trying to have a baby, or even if I was within childbearing age, I ain't gonna lie, girl, I would lock up shop. Shop is already locked up over here anyway, but I don't want to get off track. But I would just say, number one, make sure that you stay abreast of your checkups. You know, I always talk about that. That's important. But more important than that, please consider some type of contraceptive, the strongest option possible. Because unfortunately, you know, there may not be an opportunity for you to undo a pregnancy. Y'all know where I'm trying to go with this without being too specific. But yeah, so anyway, girl, whew, but it's going to be okay. You know, no matter what, sometimes I want to talk freely about things, but I can't, because I know that YouTube does not necessarily favor people who talk about politics and, you know, just really what they would consider extremely controversial or spicy topics. So that's why you guys will hear me say certain things, and then I'll pull back on the things that I say. So I just wanted to check in with y'all, or give you girls a call back, because I have not picked up the camera in about a day, and I said I was going to stop doing that. But, you know, consistency is a muscle that you have to build up. So I'm just working through everything. But anyway, y'all, let me try to get to doing, you know, getting the clips and stuff loaded in for this sponsorship, and then I'll give you guys a call back when I'm done. All right, y'all, so I finished editing that sponsorship, got that done. I'll be honest, I was disappointed when I woke up this morning, but you know, after I got over my disappointment, y'all know what I did? I literally started planning a trip to Bali, and I told myself, I'm going to Bali. And I just kind of threw myself into what I do best, just into like a creative space. When I have a lot on my mind, that's what I do. I create, even if it's just me curling my hair, putting on makeup, putting clothes together, doing thumbnails for videos that haven't even been filmed. That's what I do. I create. For the next 4 years, we get to rest. And what I mean by that is just like, as a black woman, I'm not running nobody else's race. I'm not standing on the front line for nobody. I'm not campaigning for nobody, you know, because this is just, it just taught me, like, no matter, some people just have privileges in life. And no matter what you've done, what kind of criminal record you have, you're still going to have the advantage and the privilege of being able to morph back into society and do whatever you want to do. Well, he's not little, but when my nephew was in college, he decided that, you know, maybe this is not what I want to do. I want to do something different. I'm just going to go get a job. He went and got a job, and it wasn't a fancy job, but it was a job. My nephew at the time had, well, I think they're still best friends, but his best friend kind of was like, you know, I feel the same way. I'm not really feeling this college thing, and I'm going to go get a job. So his friend did the same thing. He went and got just a job. Well, after a while of them working, maybe about a year, maybe just working these basic jobs, you know, like at coffee houses and stuff, my nephew and his friend decided that they wanted to go back into, you know, not back into, but they wanted to go to the corporate world. They wanted jobs that were more astute, more elite, more affluent. And so, you know what they did? My nephew went and got his hair cut, and his friend went and got his hair cut. My nephew went and got a custom suit made, and, you know, with all the bells and the trimmings, and his friend did the same thing. Well, my nephew went out. He was, you know, interviewing, wasn't really able to find anything beyond just like coffee houses and stuff like that. Well, guess what? His friend went on just a few job interviews and pretty much landed a job making over $80,000 a year. But the difference was his friend was white and he is not. And I remember my sister just kind of talking to him, letting him know, like, it's, you know, she was just saying, like, I'll never have a problem with who you choose your friends to be. But this is a lesson that in life, you know, sometimes white people can navigate differently. You know, you guys did the same thing. Y'all have the same credentials. You guys have the same education because they were both chemistry majors. You guys have the same GPA. Literally, the only thing that's different is your skin color, is your race. That is it. And so she was just saying, like, this is a lesson to let you know that you're not going to be able to just navigate through life as easily as your friend did. And while his friend went off to work and become a consultant for a major company in that city, my nephew ended up getting an opportunity to work for Starbucks. And so it was just like, it just lets you know that sometimes it is just about your race. Sometimes those doors will open for you because, you know, the people who are the decision makers favor you because you look like them. And then also sometimes what I had to learn the hard way is sometimes in life, no matter how low the person is, literally speaking and figuratively speaking, that person will still think that they are better than you. And the way that I learned this lesson was one year I worked for a company who was big on volunteering. Long story short, they wanted us to go downtown and volunteer. And so we did. We got everything organized. We were able to pass out water, socks, and granola bars. All because that stuff was prepackaged. Long story short, we went downtown. I was passing out, you know, the stuff or whatever. I walked up to this lady, a white lady, and she was like sitting down, her back against the fence. And I offered her some, you know, the socks, the water, the granola bar. Y'all, this lady cussed me out, called me every name but the child of God, called me a nigglet and a wiglet girl. Yes, she did, but with the hard ER. And I was just taken back, like, wow, like, you know, of course I didn't say anything. So, but what I did do is go to my white coworker and told her what happened. Well, guess what? My white coworker walked up to this white lady and gave her the socks, the granola bar, and the water, and she took it without a problem. Internally, the feeling that I had was like, despite how hard life has been to this lady, and despite the choices that this lady has made and where she is, this lady still views herself as better than me. Despite the fact that you live under 59, wrapped up in a blanket no thicker than toilet paper, you still mustered up the words to call me a niglet and a wiglet. And I just remember being really, really quiet on the ride back to the office after that happened. And it just made me feel like, man, like, I bet that lady, if she just woke up tomorrow morning and decided that she was gonna go and get her life together, go put on a suit, dust her resume off, and go back into the workforce, she would not have a problem in doing that. It just made me feel like society and life and circumstances would have been way more forgiving towards her simply because of her race. And despite the fact that I was out doing a good gesture, doing a good deed, this lady still saw me as nothing more than a niglet and a wiglet. So where do we go from here? Well, I think right now is the time for us to do all the shit we ever wanted to do. If you ever wanted to travel, now's the time to put that into place. I'm going to Bali. I don't know when I'm going. I don't know how I'm going to pull everything together, but I know that I am. And I think that's what I'm focused on right now. And I'm just focused on, better sponsorships, better opportunities. That's all I can do. I'm focused on being a better creative and, building my platform and, looking to positive things. And I would encourage that you guys do the same. This is what I came to tell y'all real quick. Girl, y'all know T-Moo the Clown, formerly known as Agent Orange. T-Moo the Clown said that they gonna start deporting the people the first day he get in office. Everybody out there in Bombshell Nation, if you can hear the sound of my voice, says go get your passport. Go get your passport because we gonna be traveling. We not worried about nobody. Baby, when I tell you, y'all, I done planned a whole trip out to Bali. I done planned a whole trip out to Vietnam. I just, now, I'm like, okay, we're just gonna travel. We're gonna be on a 4-year sabbatical. And I need to clean up this beauty room, but that's another story for another day, girls. All right, girls. So we just left HEB. I had to stop at Trader Joe's just to get some little things. And now we are on the way home. But I was just thinking, like, man, y'all, I'm so glad that I'm somewhat evolved. I'm evolved, and maturing on a level of, like, not judging people based off of, the type of job they have and stuff like that. Because there's some people, just because you drive Uber or just because you don't have what they perceive as a prestigious job, people will try to mistreat you. And it's a lot of people just out here trying to make ends meet. Really, inevitably, I know we all have our differences in terms of political beliefs, religious beliefs, and stuff like that. But girl, I just realized, like, people are just freaking out here trying to make it, and that's just the bottom line. I remember when I used to work for Uber, and I used to go to all of these neighborhoods, and a lot of the areas I went to, they were located within a prestigious neighborhood, but they were like the bad, the areas wasn't very nice. What is going on? The area itself wasn't very nice. It would be like say for example, like in the Memorial City area. But despite the fact that I would be delivering to somebody in the Memorial City area, they would live in some of like the older properties. And I don't know, it's just like at that time in my life, it just made me realize like people are just trying to make it. And that's just the bottom line. Another thing that I've come to terms with is just like, I actually took a Uber somewhere. And I'm gonna be honest, it's like when I got in, it was just not up to par. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not necessarily just talking about, you know, just the interior of the car. I'm just saying just like how the car is operating. It just wasn't up to par. But at the same token, I wasn't about to report the person, because I'm like, if this person is out here driving their car under these conditions, and they have reported to Uber that their car is in good condition, then they need the money. But I was thinking to myself, y'all, it's so many people that would have reported that person like, oh, the car was making a noise and it was doing this and doing that or whatever. And even though I was kind of disappointed, I was like, man, this person is just trying to do the best that they can. And so I used to, when I was really, really, really young, I used to believe like, you know, all white people were wealthy. That was like when I was so young, a kid, just like a little kid, like, you know, second, third, fourth grade. And as I got older and I got in the world, I know that that's not true. I know that there are wealthy white people, there are wealthy black people, there are wealthy people of all different races, nationalities, cultures, whatever. But to just believe that one single race is just extremely wealthy simply based off of the fact that they are white is not true. You know, I learned that there is just a lot of people trying to make ends meet like everybody else. And I think the most eye-opening experience that I've had, again, going back to driving Uber, when I was doing Uber Eats, I was delivering. I think you guys know that I did Uber, I did DoorDash, I did Amazon Flex. You guys know that. Excuse me, but when I was doing that and going into those communities, like I was saying, there were a lot of people just trying to make a living. And a lot of times I was shocked when people would open the door. It just wasn't what I expected. I would have, you know, expected that people lived in better neighborhoods, and, you know, and then a lot of times I would, when I was doing Amazon Flex, I hope this is not closed off. Okay, yeah. When I was doing Amazon Flex, girl, I would have to go to like some really like, you know, exclusive neighborhoods and stuff. And sometimes you have to deliver behind the gates. And then a lot of these neighborhoods are so exclusive till there are literally gates behind the gates. And that means that when you get to the neighborhood, you know, you go through a set of gates with a guard, and then you deliver to those areas. But then within that same neighborhood, there is another gate. And those homes are even more exclusive, and they're hidden. It's almost like they're hidden. Y'all, I'm going to be very, very, very honest with you. More often than not, when I would deliver to those homes, the gates behind the gates, it would almost always be black immigrant families, like Haitians, Jamaicans, Africans. It was always, and because it was like they lived in a compound, and I was thinking maybe they have their family that live with them, because these homes would just be ridiculous. If there is anybody out there, you're looking for just a little part-time gig or something like that, guys, I would say sign up with Uber Eats. And the reason why I'm saying that is because it was about the money for me, because obviously I needed the money, but it was just more eye-opening. I found so many neighborhoods, and it just opened my mind up to so many different things, so many different neighborhoods. I found so many different communities, so many different restaurants, but just getting out and seeing how people live and seeing the narrative of like the assumption that this group is more wealthy than this group. But when you really, yeah, you can sit up on the internet and on TikTok and down to YouTube and down to the Twitter and down to the Instagram. But until you really get out in the world and get to see that there are people living. It was another neighborhood off of Memorial, girl. And I'll never forget this neighborhood. They just had these gorgeous, gorgeous townhomes. Again, a gated community. And I remember going over there and I just remember seeing like these beautiful townhomes, and I delivered to one home, and it was this really, really pretty black lady that lived there. And I was just like, what do these people do for a living, girl? I remember thinking that, and I was just like, wow. Lately I've been on TikTok and just looking at how people live in different countries, like people who moved to Thailand. Like this one guy, he moved to Thailand and he lives in like this building on like the 85th floor. I'm exaggerating, but anyway, he lives on this really, really high floor, and he lives in just this really upscale building that would probably cost maybe about $8,000 here in the US. He pays $1,000 a month. And you know, they just have a really, really nice way, you know, they live really, really nice. And it was like, could I ever live outside of the United States? I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I have had so many different thoughts go through my mind after us finding out about the election. I've had so many different thoughts, and it's like, I wouldn't want to live outside of the United States, but I would want to put myself in a position where I have extended travel. But yeah, so anyway, girls, those are just some of my random thoughts. Y'all know I'll be all over the place with my conversation. But anyway, girls, I'm gonna give you guys a call back when I get home. Hey y'all, I hope the camera is not shaking. So girls, I just filmed just a clip to let you girls know that we're gonna be doing a Rock's Funniest Moments. And so I wanted to, like, you know, put on something pretty, because I have got to be honest, I haven't been feeling very pretty these last couple of days, but it's okay. So yeah, I did that, and I just fluffed up the wig. Y'all, this is the wig that I was rolling last night, and it came out so pretty. But because of this weather in Houston and the texture of this hair is not gonna hold a curl. And I'm realizing, like, until it gets a little bit more cool outside, the humidity goes away, we're gonna have to literally roll this bad boy up every single night if we want to keep these gorgeous, fluffy, soft curls. But anyway, y'all, I feel so pretty. Y'all want to see my dress? Hold on. So y'all, this is a dress that I got from ASOS, y'all. This dress was $12. In fact, I bought 3 of these. I bought it in yellow, green, and black. And it's just a beautiful satin, very slinky, sexy dress, honey. This is for a sexy siren. But anyway, y'all, it is super freaking long. It comes, oh my gosh, y'all, it comes past my feet. Y'all know that I'm only 5'3", guys. This dress is a size 4. I'll try to find something similar to this and link it below. But I need to get back to, girl, why is the camera shaking? I hate it. But anyway, so y'all, I need to get back to editing this Rock's Funniest Moments video. So y'all, let me get back to editing that, and then when I'm done, I'll give you guys a call back. Hey y'all, so we're getting a little bit of a late start, an extremely late start of the day. I was on the phone with my mom earlier, and you know, I just was doing some other stuff. So I want to go to the thrift store, but we're gonna go to Value Village. I'm like, okay, let's give it an old college try, because I really want to get some cardigans and stuff. Well, just some cardigans. That's really what I'm in the market for, because I am loving this look with the cardigans, with the satin, that really soft, pretty, feminine look. I love that. But anyway, I wanted to talk to y'all while I finish getting dressed. I'm not gonna do too much on the makeup. But anyway, girls, right now, it is a critical time that we really monitor what we're watching and what we're intaking, your diet is not just about what you're eating, but it's about what you're watching, what you're listening to, all of that. And I say all of that because I really want my girls 45 and over, to stop thinking that you cannot go and find another job because of your age. There are women out here who've been laid off, who've had to start over at 55 and older. There was a woman at 58, she got a divorce, she lost everything, she had to start over. She was 58 at the time, she's now in her 60s. Not only did she start over, this woman is now a millionaire. So I need us to not subscribe to those negative thoughts. One thing that, I'm sorry y'all can't see me, hold on. One thing that TikTok has taught me, and I'm so grateful for, is it's really strengthened my muscle to not judge. And because I started doing this thing on TikTok maybe almost a year or so ago, where the minute I saw something I didn't like, I don't care if it was an outfit, I don't care if I didn't like the shoes that went with something. If I knew that particular thing was going to send me into like, girl, why she got them shoes on with that, I would scroll immediately. And I am so grateful for that. And so doom scrolling is not always a bad thing, because you can retrain your brain to not judge, even something as simple as a disagreement about a particular outfit or whatever. And so when you are on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is, and wherever you are and whatever you're consuming, listening to, thinking about, what have you, the minute, and I mean the freaking minute, something comes up that you don't agree with, or something comes up that makes you feel sad about your accomplishments, or something comes up that makes you feel that you can't accomplish what you want to accomplish, I need you to turn the page immediately, expeditiously. I need you to do that, because the minute you let that stuff get in your spirit, it is going to stifle you. Not only is it going to stifle you in the area in which you are trying to advance, it is going to stifle you in other areas of your life as well. So the minute you scroll on something and you see somebody saying they're no longer hiring women 50 plus, that's going to mess with you. If you are a woman that's 50 plus and you're trying to get back out here and go back into the job market, it is going to impact you. If you're listening to things that says there are no longer opportunities for women that's 45 and over, you're not going to go after those opportunities, whether it be in the content creating space, the influencing space, or whatever. You're going to subscribe to that, and it is subconsciously going to get into your spirit, and it is going to stifle you. And so I completely believe that you need to be turning the page on those things, and both figuratively and literally. Another thing that I've learned is to stop letting comparison steal my joy and overshadow my accomplishments. I no longer do that. And now what I'm noticing, because I don't do that, it really pisses me off when I see other people doing that. I understand that if you have a platform, whether it be Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, if you choose to pick up your camera and you have a page that is, it's not faceless, and so you are your own representative. I get it that you don't want to wear wigs and makeup and lashes and do the whole thing. I get that. But to constantly make content about how, because I ain't wearing no wig, I don't wear wigs, I don't wear makeup every single video. We get that that's how you feel about yourself. That's fine. But if you're achieving success in different areas and your success is constantly elevating and evolving, why are you dead set on you don't wear makeup and wigs and when you did, this wasn't going your way or whatever? That's fine. So then if you're growing now, the growth is going to magnify if you focus on what's specifically working for you as opposed to what you don't have to do. Everybody will figure this thing out. And just because you enjoy wearing makeup and wigs like I do, this is just what I do. And I've always been like this since I was a little kid. I've always liked the whole beauty thing. That's what my mom was into when I was growing up. So naturally, that's what I'm into. But anyway, so to constantly say that, and it feels like maybe people are comparing themselves, and It's like you can get your message across without constantly saying that you don't do these certain things. You know, I come on my platform times with no wigs and no makeup, and that's okay. But there are more times than not that I come on here like this because this is my superpower. I like to look beautiful. But just because I like to look like this, I'm never gonna judge another creator because they don't. But anyway, y'all, let me finish up real quick. I'm gonna show you girls what we're wearing and we're gonna head out the house. All right, y'all, so this is the outfit, something super cute, super simple. Got these pants from TJ Maxx over a year ago. Got this shirt from Shein over a year ago. Wearing some basic little shoes I got from Nordstrom's. I always wear these shoes. They are comfortable. They are my favorite. But anyway, so yeah, girls, this is the look, and I'll see y'all when I get in the car. I was watching another girl, and she was giving advice to the girlies in their 20s, and she was, one of the pieces of advice that she gave reminded me of something that happened to me when I was in my 20s. Y'all, so basically the advice was, don't get no random tattoos. Like, don't get no tattoos of no guys' names or just no random stuff on a drunken night. If you're gonna get tattoos, make sure that they have some type of significance to them. So when I was in college, I wanted to get a tattoo, but you know, when you're in college, even though you're 19 years old, you're 20 years old, for me at least, I still had, everything I did, I still had to get permission from my mom. I remember one Christmas I came home and I was like, I want a tattoo. Girl, I wanted to go get a tattoo like a devil. I wanted to get a devil on my ankle with like a bow and arrow. And I wanted the tattoo to say heartbreaker. Girl, my mama chewed me up so bad. She was like, do you know what that means? She started telling me about symbolism and like having something on there, and is that the legacy you want to have, or is that something you want to be known for? Is breaking hearts? Like, do you know how detrimental it is to be responsible for breaking someone's heart? You know what I'm saying? And like, she really educated me. And then to have a devil on you, do you know the things that you're calling on to your life? Like, she really put things into perspective for me. And then after that, guys, even though of course, you know, I became, you know, responsible enough to make my own decisions, I never got a tattoo. I don't have any tattoos to this day. And then another time I wanted to give me a gold tooth or whatever. Girl, my mama was like, no, you will not get a gold tooth. Girl, I was so mad. I was like, she just mad because she work with them white people and she can't have no gold tooth. She just mad because she got to wear them old stuffy 12-piece suits to work. Girl, y'all, I was chewing my mama up, girl. I was saying all types of stuff about, like, basically about she was upset. She just mad because she can't have a gold tooth. That's what I was, don't get over here. That's what I was basically saying, like, all the reasons why she was hating on me, because she can't have no gold tooth, because she got to wear them old stuffy hot suits to work, and you know, like, she just mad or whatever. And again, to this day, that was like the best advice, because even though my friends they were able to get a gold tooth or whatever, they've had those gold teeth taken out, of course, you know. But I just remember her telling me, like, you're not gonna be able to get a job, and you know, you're not gonna be able to do this, and you're not, because if you get a gold tooth, you're not gonna be able to do anything. And of course I didn't believe her or whatever. And but I never, even when I became of age to be able to make my own decisions, I never did that, because again, her words were so profound and so impactful or whatever. So anyway, girls, I want you guys to put down in the comment section advice that your mom gave you that you were pissed off about at the time, but now you're looking back, you're glad that you took it. But anyway, y'all, so we're almost at the thrift store. But girls, one thing that I've been wanting to talk to y'all about, but I've been kind of on the fence about this, but I'll go ahead and talk about it now. So y'all, I met this guy at the grocery store the other day, and we had such a good conversation. He just moved here from the UK. He seemed to have been a very nice guy. He brought up the conversation about love languages, and he asked me what my love language was, and I was like, I think my love language is acts of service and words of affirmation. And so he was like, well, my love language is physical touch and words of affirmation. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was just like, oh, wow, like, you know, what if that's, you know, physical touch is not something that, you know, somebody has to, they're not initially comfortable with that. Maybe they have to work up to that. And he was just like, what if a man told you that y'all had to go Dutch until you became comfortable with physical touch? And my response was, first of all, at that point I was exiting the conversation because I'm like, no. And so he said, no, so basically once he said that, I was trying to get exiting the conversation because I'm like, yeah, this is not gonna work for me. So anyway, what I did tell him was that I'll never go out with a man like that. Because, you know, I reminded him, I was like, you approached me. And I said, it just feels very transactional that you would expect a woman to allow you to touch her in exchange for a date. And the way that women are, the way that we are now, we don't need to be, me personally, I don't need you to pay for my food. I don't need you to pay for things. Yes, it's nice. The gesture is nice, but I don't need that. His rebuttal was, he feels like the women in Houston are just after his money. And I said, are you sure? I said, because the bottom line is a lot of women, in fact, most women I know in Houston, they're doing exceptionally well on their own. These are self-made women. These are women who are doing exceptionally well in their career, whatever career field it is in. So maybe you feel that way because they're just asking questions to make sure that you guys are both, you know, on the same level financially. Maybe they're not specifically asking those questions to you to be in your pocket. He was just like, well, a woman shouldn't expect for me to pay her rent and do this and do that. And I said, but if you're asking me, a perfect stranger, if, you know, how do I feel about offering you physical touch in exchange for you paying for a date? And if that's what you're leading with, it's very off-putting. And a lot of women are going to feel away. And so a lot of women are going to feel like, oh, okay, well, since you're leading with physical touch, then I'm going to lead with wanting to have things from you. And so anyway, I just felt, I just was very, because this is a guy who was pretty intellectually, he had a great conversation. He was intellectually astute. You know, you guys know that that's what I love. I'm a sapiosexual. I love smart men. And so I was very turned off by that. So anyway, I did maneuver. I got out of the conversation and I went on about my day. But that has been something that has been on my mind. And then it also made me think about, like, this guy, like, wow, I'm a perfect stranger to you. You don't know me. You don't know anything about me, but you felt comfortable enough to ask me, then can we go Dutch until I'm comfortable with physical touch? Like, you're literally just out here in the world open to just allowing people, you know, that's what you want. These are the exchanges that you're looking for, you know. And I was like, baby, thinking to myself, if you want a cheap trick, you better go down a Freaknik. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking, because it felt like I want to be able to touch you and do these things with you, but I don't expect that you're going to ask me for anything back. Because he was like, well, I don't think I should be expected to do anything for a woman that's not my woman. And I'm like, well, you got to work up to that point, but you shouldn't expect that a woman is going to let you put your slimy, slippery paws all over her without knowing, you know, without being comfortable with you. And he was like, well, I have to know that a woman is attracted to me. I said, there are different ways for people. I don't have to have a man grabbing all on my booty and on my boobs for me to know that he's attracted to me. And so before I did exit the conversation, I am going to tell you guys what I did tell him. I told him, I said, you know, because he did reveal to me that he was selected out of hundreds of candidates to have the position that he has. And he was very smart. And he worked for a very affluent oil and gas company. And I'm going to put it out there. That fool worked for Chevron. And if any of the girls down to the Bombshell Network know anything, y'all know Chevron is hard as hell to get into. And so what I said was, given your level of intellect, given your level of, you know, just your ability to even be able to be sharp enough and smart enough to beat out all of the people that you beat out for the opportunity that you did. I would think that you would have the wherewithal and you would have the knowledge and the foresight to be able to determine if a woman was simply out just for your money. I would expect that you would be able to figure that out and then move accordingly. But obviously I gave this guy way too much credit, and I'm so glad that I walked away from that conversation and I didn't entertain him any further, because it absolutely felt like he was simply looking for a physical exchange, which I have zero to give. Girl, please. And then it's just like, sir, life ain't what it used to be now. I know we got some bad girls down to the H-Town, but baby, we got some bad girls, but we also have a lot of STDs and a lot of things going on here, you know. And you out here, you know, you so goddamn desperate, you down to the grocery store, down to the HEB, just looking for anybody. It did feel like that. He was looking for anybody that was going to be willing to have a physical exchange with him. Even though, and it's like, it made me realize, baby, I don't care how you dressed it up, how you package it, because he was dressed exceptionally well. He was extremely well spoken. He had the conversation, but that old slithering snake didn't waste no time to let me know he was out here looking for some yams, girl. And then also, it made me realize how much of a turnoff it is. Like, y'all know how when you meet people, they immediately, men specifically, or they immediately start oversharing. Yeah, I just got a divorce. I had to move back in with my mama, and now, you know, my kids, living with me, and my ex-wife, she's trying to take me for all my money, and I don't know. And like, it just made me realize how much of a turnoff that is. That is such a turnoff when people just overshare. But in this guy's case, I am so grateful that I was able to have a conversation with him. You know, I was able to get him comfortable enough for him to open up to me, to let me know what he was looking for. So I'm very glad about that, because in that case, when a man is just simply looking for sex, that's the one time that you want somebody to overshare with you. And so I was very glad that he did overshare, because then I was able to move accordingly. But anyway, y'all, I think I might be lost, or maybe this area has changed so much since the last time I've been here. Y'all, let me continue to try to figure out if I am lost, and then I'll give you guys a call back when we get to the thrift store. These are very cute, guys. These are $20, but the original price is $89, guys. These are brand new. Hold on, let me put this right here. And when I tell you, these are so cute, but it's New York and Company. But these are like a leather, faux leather fabric, but they're really cute. These are a super cute pair of Zara denim jeans. These are $18, but the original price is $50. As you guys can see, the tags are still on these. So most of this stuff at Value Village, a lot of this stuff is brand new. It's never been worn before, and that's pretty much everything at the front of the store. These are super cute. This is by some company called Wild Fable. Again, brand new. These are $12.90. Wide leg cargo leather pants. If y'all are in the market for some really cute leather pants, the thrift store has them all. Guys, all of these are pretty much brand new. I found one pair, this pair right here. Baby, when I tell you, these are bad. These are $7. They're made by Abercrombie. I can't pronounce their name, but Abercrombie and Finch. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Baby, when I tell you these so bad, but girl, I cannot take the smell. They don't smell bad, but they have a very strong chemical smell that I feel like I'm not going to be able to get rid of. But this is a size 2, and I know these would fit me so freaking cute, but it's just that chemical smell that I don't know how to get rid of it. These are super cute. This is by a company called Bars. This is like a patent leather, black leather pants. Really, really cute. And these are all under like $15. These are super cute. This is J. Crew. Girl, J. Crew, $13. So cute. I didn't see these initially. Oh, these are cute. Another pair of leather pants with texture on them. So freaking cute. These are $9. So again, if y'all are in the market, oh y'all, these are so cute and thick. And I know that they would fit really, really cute. I think these are from, oh, a company I've never heard of. But these are really, really cute. They are under $10. Yeah, so again, lots and lots of really cute leather pants that you can pick from. Looking at the cardigans, and when I tell you they just showed out, y'all, this looks like it could be something that someone made. There are no tags or anything, but y'all, this is only $7. Or actually, it looks like the tag says $6. But anyway, this is so cute. It's like a chunky cable knit sweater. Look at this sweater, girl. This is $4. Oh my god. Not me dropping. I got too excited, girl. $4.80. Oh my god. And it's so heavy and so well made, girl. I think I'm gonna get this. Y'all want a fake Chanel? You can get one down to the thrift store. Guys, I found these super cute green striped pajamas. They're made by a company called Moo. These are so gorgeous. I would not wear these as pajamas. I would absolutely style these as a set. This can be so cute and so sophisticated with a pair of heels, a classic bag. I would go with, you know, maybe like a cream and gold bag. Y'all know I love the Chanel inspired bag, so I would do the gold hardware. I would wear the shirt probably tied at the waist. I would also make sure that the collar is open a little bit more. I would also layer this with lots of thin, dainty necklaces. Oh my god, this is so freaking cute. I have so many cute ideas for this, but I think I'm gonna rock this with something. I don't know, I'm gonna figure it out, but I can't leave this here. Okay, let me show y'all the next thing. This is the next look. This is a super cute cable knit sweater. It's very, very lightweight, so pretty. Now this is a little wider around the waist, but that's okay because you can always kind of fix it and make it look the way you want it to. Is the next sweater, y'all. This is so freaking cute. I don't know who makes this, but I have an idea in mind for this sweater. This sweater is only $3.50. This is another cardigan. This is super cute. This one is darker than the one that I just showed y'all, but I have a really cute idea for this sweater as well. All right, girls. So y'all, this is the first look from the thrift store. Girls, this look was under $10. Hold on, let me try to fix the skirt. So this look was under $10. This skirt was $6. And this top was $3. Honestly, guys, the skirt was $6, but I had an additional coupon, so it came out to $3. This shirt was purchased a really long time ago. It was salvaged in the fire, and so this is such a gorgeous look. I'm gonna have to get some alterations done on the skirt. It also has the tuxedo piping down the side, and I love that because it really does bring the shirt and everything out. The whole look is just pulled together, and I'm glad that I put this, because I was in my closet trying to find something to go with the skirt, and I was like, wait a minute, I forgot I had this. And so this is just the overall beautiful look. All right, y'all, so this is the second look, guys. This skirt is from ASOS. I purchased this about 8 months ago. And then this is the top that matches. Guys, this entire set was under $30. Guys, this is the cardigan that I bought tonight at the thrift store. I think this cardigan was probably about $4, if not $3.50. But again, I had a coupon, so it probably came out to about $2. And I am just in awe of how this set just matches, guys. This is gorgeous. Y'all remember, Texas is just a different type of state. We don't have a real winter here. And so this is how we do winter in Texas. Y'all know I love doing my little cute, sophisticated soccer mom thing, girl. So we could just do something like this. In fact, because it has been so hot here, I probably wouldn't have a choice but to do this look. Y'all tell me that this is not so adorable, so sophisticated and sexy and just adorable. And then it is this, baby, it's the monochromatic for me. So anyway, girls, this is the second look. Let me try on the next item that I purchased. This is the next look, guys. I think this sweater, I know for a fact that this sweater had to be under $4. It is so cute. So I actually paired it with this really cute bralette bandeau bra. Well, this is a full bra, but it's strapless, but it's very, very wide. So I put this under there, and then I had already had these beautiful white slacks. I got these from ASOS. Y'all know most of my stuff is from ASOS. And so I thought this was such a beautiful chic look. Now what I'll do once the weather starts to get a little bit more cool, I'm gonna line these pants with a pair of white, it's kind of like Skims, but they're like a white color, so it gives you more coverage. The pants are not as thin. And then I have on just some really cute gold slingbacks, and so I'll probably rock this with a cream bag with the thick gold strap, you know. But yeah, I freaking love this look, y'all. This is so chic and so sophisticated. All right, y'all, so this is the final look. This is just a very simple little look, nothing too crazy. So this gorgeous satin dress, I purchased it at ASOS a couple of months ago. This belt was purchased from Value Village. I want to say this belt was maybe $1. And then I purchased this gorgeous sweater. I got this tonight at Value Village, and I think that this was under $4. In fact, it was under $4. So this is the back of the sweater. I love the button detail. I love how short it is here, but it has length here. I love the fit on it, girl. So yeah, I like this look. It's really, really cute. Kind of sophisticated, but understated. But anyway, girl, let me take this stuff off and I'll call y'all back. Okay, I had to switch wigs because I think I might want to wear this one maybe tomorrow or Monday. But anyway, one of you gorgeous fabulous bombshells asked me what I use on my wigs because you recently purchased a wig from me, and because lately, guys, I've been doing a lot of wig reviews and they've been coming in like this. Unfortunately, when the companies have been sending the wigs, y'all, the odor on those wigs have been unbearable. But what I had to switch to, girls, y'all gonna die when I tell y'all, Cremo body wash. I've been using sage, it's sage and citrus. So this is what I've been using on the wigs. And so what I typically do, I wash the wigs first with the Cremo. After I wash the wigs, I deep condition them with silicone mix. Once the wigs have been deconditioned, I leave the wigs in conditioner honestly probably for about 4 hours. After I rinse everything out, I go back in with the Cremo. So this is the final step, and this is what the wigs look like. I'll just look at the body. Oh my God, look at the body and the smell. It just smells amazing. So I hear that you know, I've been hearing lately that there's probably some things that were not done correctly in regards to the election. I also hear that there's a lot of work being done behind the scenes, and you know, we'll just have to wait and see. But what I wanted to talk to y'all about, you know, before January, guys, please check your student loans and see if you are about to hit the 20-year milestone, because from what I understand, the 20-year milestone, your loans are forgiven automatically, from what I understand, if you've been doing income-based repayments. And that's probably one thing that I forgot to talk to y'all about. So With my situation working in oil and gas, you guys know I tell y'all all the time, when money is good, it's good. But when it's not, it's not. And so when I would work in oil and gas and I was making the money, I would pay my monthly payments. I was never late. But when I would get laid off, I would contact the loan. Nailnet is who I was with. I would contact Nailnet and I would let them know that I've gotten laid off. And what I would have to do is provide my unemployment documents showing them that I was only receiving unemployment. And when I would do that, I would put that would send my loan into deferment. But even when it would be in deferment, I would still pay like $20 a month just to help me with the interest. Well, then you guys know during the pandemic, they took the interest out and had basically the loans were probably, we didn't have to pay loans for a long time. And then recently the loans kicked back, in or whatever. And so because my loans had hit that milestone and all of that kind of stuff or whatever, they were forgiven. Now, from what I understand, there is Temu the clown is potentially going to try to get rid of, you know, the student forgiveness or what have you. I would strongly encourage anybody out there that's recently gotten laid off, guys, please contact your loan servicer immediately. I'm just praying to God that they could probably, you know, get aggressive with the student forgiveness and stuff before January, because I just would hate for everyone to be stuck with those loans and you don't have to, you know. Anyway, y'all, let me kind of finesse this hair a little bit and I'll give you guys a call back.
Drifting on a memory. Ain't no place I'd